the thing is, when everything started happening, the crazy part is at the beginning of the year, I mean, there was a lot of things set up already. Like I was getting ready to go back on the road. You know, there was a lot of shows booked. So it was kind of continuing from last year. You know, I came off tour, came home and rested, and I was getting ready to go back out, you know, and working on records in the meantime. And then COVID hit. So at that point, I'm just like, you know, it was a new thing for all of us. You know, we didn't know what this was about. We just knew that everything was getting shut down. We had to stay away from each other, social distancing and all of that. And then it got to the point where I started realizing like, this is the new normal. And then it started to affect me in a way of how to navigate through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm worried about the health of my loved ones, the health of my family, you know, making sure everybody's good. So music for a little while, I would say for like a month or two, you know, April to May, it wasn't really on my mind like that. And then over time, I was like, wait a minute, this is like a blessing in disguise though. You know, grateful for me, I have a home studio, so I'm able to create on the fly, you know, at any given moment. So I started just, you know, getting into the studio, just making records, because one thing I wanted to leave out of the quarantine with was a lot of work. You know, I was like, look, it's a lot of downtime. I don't know what's going to be on the other side of this, but I know when I leave the quarantine, I'm going to have albums, I'm going to have songs, I'm going to have singles, because you just don't know what opportunities present itself. Like, yeah, I have my down moments, but ultimately I feel like I'm in a space where I can't afford to do that. You know, I feel like that I'm in a space where now that I'm able to connect with more people, I feel like my base is growing. I feel like this is the time really to hit them where it hurts, you know what I'm saying, to kind of grow that base. So I started creating real heavily, you know, and then I got a lot of work out to do. I'm still in that creative mind. As soon as we get off this call, I'm going to the studio. So I've been able to recalibrate myself over time and get back into it. And I'm pretty good where I'm at mentally. You know, that's one thing I'm grateful for. I got my mind, dog. You know, a lot of people lost their whole spirit and their energy. And I'm grateful that I still got that right now to this day.
It was real interesting when it first when the pandemic first started. It was real interesting. Like I was kind of in a place where, you know, it was a new experience because you know, we had just came off of doing like a really successful show in February at Bourbon on Division. You know, with a show Neak put together, you know, we all put together and stuff like that. But the show was successful, and we had like the momentum for the year was getting started right there with that show. So once everything came to like a screeching halt, it was like, you know, we had shows lined up in like California, Canada, and Ohio, between all of us, you know, between Neak and Fillmore and all of us, you know. But we kind of was at a place like, okay, well, what do we do now? How do we figure out how to keep moving forward? Because we had such a great year last year, going on tour and stuff like that. Neak touring all over the place. Me and Fillmore touring with Skyzoo and Elzai. You know, the different projects that came out, Chicago Third World City, Quest Bar, Blessed. You know, we had a really good year last year, so it was really promising for this year. So when everything all our plans kind of came to a halt, it made us just kind of sit back. And for me personally, it gave me time to just grow as a person, as a human being, just as a functional human being. So I had time to just get my mind right, you know, meditation and doing a lot of reading a lot of good books, finding new inspiration and stuff like that. So next thing you know, hey, we got time to record music. So we recording tracks like crazy because we got our mind right. We got our mind focused. So, you know, that was one really good thing about not having that, you know what I'm saying, people energy come to you and it might slow you down. It might make you feel a certain way. But if you don't even have those distractions, there's no telling what you're going to do. And that's why we're here now this fall with multiple releases, the Deli Slice compilation with all the Gold Standard Collective on there. Fillmore, Neak, yours truly, Since 9-6, Tywon Davis, F.A.B.L.E. Got us all on there. I released my 6 Packs and Cognac project. Neak released Inside. And and Fillmore is on deck with the Survival Scroll now. So you're gonna, people are starting to see like the impact that the quarantine and pandemic had on us, because, hey, I stayed in the crib. I wasn't trying to leave. I wasn't trying to be around nothing. At the beginning, I didn't know if it was a real thing, because they always throw these crazy these crazy situations at us, just being an American. And so you don't know what is what. But I wasn't even trying to find out. I'm like, cool, this is my chance to fall back, and make some good music. And man, I know the fans gonna love it. They're gonna love, the people that's a fan of our music gonna love what we doing, because now we can deliver music at a higher quantity now. Everybody been getting the quality, of course, but the quantity just wasn't there. And this pandemic helped us step the quantity up, for sure. So it don't need to be a debate in my eyes when it comes to, who's who's coming with some music. Like, if you putting in work, the work is going to show, period. And that's just where I'm at with it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing in the quarantine.
Putting in work.
Yeah, for sure.